recently I was part of, become chief guest in annual function in one of the school at Ahmedabad. So I come up with an acronym called IVPP, Unit Innovation, V value addition, P is persistent, and the fourth is a patience. So you have to think, right? Innovation, do value addition, persistent, and patience. These are the for the success mantra. I convey to school children, right, in annual function last year, and I have talked this convey to other people also wherever I've gone recently. So
Hello everyone. I'm Surbi, founder of LegalWiki, your go-to source for legal education and inspiration. Here we engage with top professionals across the legal industry to bring you valuable insights and guidance. I welcome everyone to our 25th episode of this podcast series. Today we have a special guest who is a teacher and researcher with nearly 19 years of experience in both industry and academic, Dr. Kalpeshkumar Gupta. Since 2010, he has held key academic positions including Associate at IIM Ahmedabad, Assistant Professor at GNLU, and Associate Professor at Parul University. He played a pivotal role in establishing GNLU's Legal Incubation Council, India's first legal incubator. His areas of expertise includes law, management, public policy, entrepreneurship, and legal startups as well. He has guided over 30 LLM students and 5 PhD scholars. As a recognized innovator, he founded several unique platforms, including ProBono India and legal startups. He has presented at 60 plus conferences and published over 30 papers. His contribution to legal reforms such as Court Management Authority Bill, Legal Education Bill have earned widespread recognition. He and his team have come up with 12 case compilations and 8 books so far, and many are in pipeline. He believes in innovation in the legal field and has been in that direction. A very warm welcome to you, sir. How have you been?
yes, thank you very much, Shobhi, for this invitation, and good to see you, your achievement, and this very great initiative covering different aspects in the legal academia or maybe in the practice. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is pleasure to have you here, and thanks for taking the time out for the podcast. Let's get started.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I have already introduced you and mentioned a lot about your work, but there is still so much more that we haven't touched upon. So, can you briefly tell us what are you currently working on?
Uh, so right now working I'm having around 19, 20 years of experience. So since 2010 I'm academics. So before that I worked with advocate, chartered accountant, tax consultant company. And then since 2010, I'm in academics. I work with IIM Ahmedabad as associate business policy area. That's a great experience. First time in academics. Then after I worked with a couple of private university and then including Gujarat National Law University also. And then since for last couple of years, and then I initiated various this ProBono India Law Teachers India in last I would say 8 years. So entrepreneurial aspect. So presently last couple of years I've been working independently, and then before that, I was working with faculty at one of the private universities in Vadodara and then GNLU and other institutions also. So independently, I write working on my different initiative in legal aid, legal educations, and legal startups.
Okay, great, sir. So, as you're founder of several ventures, and you mentioned like Pro Bono India, legal startups, Law Teacher India, Real Estate India, Education's Law India, it's clear that helping others is your core focus. So, can you tell us about each of these startups, their goals, story behind their inceptions, and what motivated to start them? So basically, I want to know what was that motivation behind that you generated these ideas, because generating ideas for a startup is also a challenging part. So we can focus on this part as well.
Sure, sure. So first of all, let me tell you, I didn't want to become a teacher also. So this you can say I'm an accidental teacher. So this journey, like to keep exploring things that I also advise people, keep exploring whatever comes, you come across, and whatever it appeals to you. So take those things and try working on that particular thing. So that what I am Ahmedabad. I was not aware about that particular position. So I started working with various professor dealing in subject on management law also. So that was a great experience. So I attended some of the lecture also in entrepreneurship startup. So that's the first things, I started working and did some activities also. Uh, plan some products, I would say, for the IAM community, like entrepreneurs things, it was not there. And then in legal aid, I would say, so I'm working in legal aid, legal awareness. So started working on Right to Information Act, RTI awareness programs. So that was something back of my mind. And then I was working on my personal website also. So I put up a pro bono tab on that. So immediately after some weeks, I thought of it's a personal thing. So let me start working on something differently. So I come up with the Pro Bono India. So focusing on legal aid, legal awareness activities. So I have a separate website and started with a couple of activity like essay competition, social legal filmmaking competition, and then while working with Gujarat National Law University. So already there was like center, or startup center, legal council center, you can say. And then now it's a company, right? So I was the faculty coordinator of GNLU Legal Incubation Center. Now it's a company, Section 8 company. So I was a faculty coordinator. And then people are not aware about those, legal startup, what to do in legal. So I come up with, let me have this website. So what are happening in covering legal startups. So I come up with their name itself is a legal startups.info. That's the website name. And another website like court management. So I working, I come up with a model in 2012, around 12, 13 years back. So I planned a conference on court management and backlog of cases with, so I appeal to all the court managers all over the India. With their support, I created the website courtmanagement.in. And then being a law teacher, before that, Law Teachers India, I thought of, I proposed a website for the Gujarat law teachers. So this is the thing, like, once you think or whatever, it may not go in line. Sometimes it happens. So, something was better, I would say, what's, waiting for me, us or all of it's helping all. So Gujarat law teachers were not, couldn't materialize because of no reason. And then 3 years back, I thought of let me revive this thing and then come up with the website of Law Teachers India. And then one of with my friend is working in this consultancy, and so real estate law I thought of proposed, and currently working. So again, other things are also there. So again, I thought of this education law India that I'm working on. It's in the pipeline. So different objective, legal aid, law teaching platform for law teachers, promoting legal startups in India. So legalstartup.info I started, court management. So different objectives are there. So that again, it's a Herculean task, but I thought of because maintaining it's a challenge right now. But I'm trying my best. Yeah.
So that was actually my next question, that because it's very difficult for a person to manage even a one single venture. So how you are managing all these ventures together so well, and at the same time, like how it's possible, how it's going on?
Sure, sure. So again, first of all, like your keen interest should be there, right? You are really interested. You started something. Sometimes I don't get time also to update website. Also, event is already there. I post on, for example, LinkedIn. It takes some time to post on website. This happens. So, and then I'm for last few months I'm facing difficulty. Now there is a issue of hacking. Like Pro Bono India was hacked. Law Teachers India was also hacked. There's an issue on court management website also, because because of that name, that's also having problems. So in that also particular tab you are not able to, so I have to talk to developer to just check it out, these things. Especially law teachers, a lot of hackers, they keep posting things in because law teachers can create their profile on that particular website. So some people like miscreant, they will keep adding their detail that's not relevant, or recently one of the faculty sent me a screenshot, so look at this, what is happening. So I talked to my developer. So it's very difficult Herculean task. uh, Again, I try to get, because not able to, let me tell you, because private personal website, pro bono, and then law teachers. So whenever I get time, so I keep updating. And obviously, I have to handle social media pages also, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So with this website and social media handles that you have to take care of. So
Correct.
single-handedly, but your interest, and then you have to keep an eye, right? It cannot be like silent. You sit, okay, things will happen gradually. It won't work. It takes some time, right? To grow in that particular field. So that we are in a area, sorry, interest, keen interest, and consistency that will push you further. Okay, and it takes time. Sometimes I forget also in busy schedule teaching. I go outside also for visiting class, lecture, training programs. So this happens, but I try, right? Sometimes delayed post also. it happens. Like it's
Correct.
difficult, but I am managing. Like
Correct. So patience is very important when it comes to like managing a lot of ventures. So yes, sir.
yes.
So, sir, is there any new venture which is in pipeline and you're working on?
When it's like this education laws India against going on for last almost 1 year because of no issue from developer side. It takes time, and then issue with other website also. No, it's hacking issues and then technical issues. Sometimes not able to because things are there already. Events are going on. I post on LinkedIn, other social media platform, but sometimes the people check website also. So here, so presently, research and publications are also going on in various books already. We have come up with 20 books and then almost 30, 40. I have not counted. It's going on in pipeline. On legal startup, I am working on a book on legal aid, law teaching. So this is a first of its kind book. So with this in a website, this legal startups, the book you will see in
Uh,
few months.
yes. Okay.
So that will again source of okay what's happening in legal startups. So that again that's a good literature in this pipeline website and idea my thoughts working and this literature. So it may come in after maybe few months. That
And
on legal
I
startup.
don't think so. Ki anyone has worked on all these things. There is no book related to legal startups or any initiative which has been taken by anyone related to all these startups. So,
Yes, yes, yes. Nobody is the first of its kind. Initiative took almost couple of years because we have to do a lot of things in my papers editing. I've also written in that particular books in
mm-hmm.
legal startups, in law teaching, legal aspect of startup, and then legal aid. So four major books obviously plus other 30 books are also going on. So this is a very unique initiative, first of its kind. This on legal, if just legal startup because we can get it, if it's there, so we'll get on first or second page of no when we
Uh-huh.
search on Google, but it's not there. Maybe it's first of its kind in the world. I'm just expecting that book. So good literature, right? What I've tried to have on legal startups.
Correct. So basically, from your experience, you have written in that book the how you have generated the ideas, how it will help out the upcoming generations who want to enter into the legal field.
Yes, yes.
Yes, so
Different case studies also.
case study.
Uh, then all of incubation center, what they're how they're helping, like case study on GNLU Legal Incubation Council, how they help legal startups. Uh, and then case studies, various case studies have asked people like Right on Law, Chico, Octopus, what they have done in legal journalism. There are startup on legal tech in like administration of justice. So that way, what legal tech, legal startups are doing in that legal field. So that was the idea, and then it's in pipeline. Yeah, it
Correct.
may
So,
come soon.
so are you not planning to expand the legal incubation center to the other colleges also? Because I think that's the need of an hour. It's only in GNLU, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So again, I keep telling whenever I go, right, you start with the center.
Hmm.
Right? So we have moot court committee and then debate committee, debates, different centers are there, culture committee, whatever, depending about the law schools. So I keep telling like if you come up with cell or center, entrepreneur legal incubation or innovation cell that way. So it started around 2014, the idea was like vice chancellor of GNLU to come up with, let's have this kind of center. And
Correct.
then I was a faculty coordinator, and then to a couple of years I was there, 2017, 19. So, and then now it's company, as I told you, Section 8 company, not for profit company under Companies Act. So, become very serious things, and then good, great to see policy by education department, the Gujarat government. You can see we got the funding also for that. So, good thing. So, it's very difficult, I would say. So, I suggest all the law school come up with cell center, right? Legal incubation or innovation cell that way. And then two, three also they have started like especially let me quote the example Center for Innovation Incubation that way. It's cell was CNLU Patna, Chanakya National Law
Mhm.
University.
Yes.
Last couple of years, I can see they come up with center and then they conduct a very good program like business plan competitions. I was also part of jury member in final,
Oh,
and then others. Activities they have been also doing. So good to see law schools they are doing some activities for the startups. And then prominent ones are also like National Law School Bangalore, Jindal. They having center. I could see like page is there, social media page or website, but unfortunately nothing is happening. So obviously in that case, so I also suggested head of the like GNLU also, VC sir, to promote these things, right? This culture, right? Being a pioneer in that particular
Right.
area. So we should also promote these things. So obviously we are like having plan, business plan competition, various activities also in that way. And then I also got support from GNLU Legal Incubation Council for my legal startups. As an alumni, I'm a PhD scholar of, I did PhD from GNLU. That way, something is happening. But again, I keep telling, if you're interested in law schools, come with the center, like what we are having, say, like moot court committee or any other center. So that way, we have to think rather than going for big, company or centers, because it will create a lot of, complications and then require a lot of resources also. So
Right.
start with, center cell. So
Hmm.
that's my advice. Yeah.
Start with a small, but start something because this is very important nowadays, though. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, what message would you like to share with law students, aspiring entrepreneurs who might be struggling to start their own ventures? If you can share from your experience.
Sure, sure. So, first of all, like, let me tell you, I learned more than half, no, 50% of the things from the students. So I used to interact with, law students. Sir, I have this idea, that idea. And then at that time, GNLU, I was knowing 4 or 5 students. They were having some idea, they were working on that particular idea. I know I was pushing student also. Why did you apply for, there's support systems available, right? Will get funding also ranging like 50,000, 1 lakh rupees, or up to like, 2 lakh rupees. Now it's 2 lakh 50,000 rupees. So that way, as a student, I could see like second year, third year student, they started working that particular idea. Now, one of the law student, he started, platform on criminal law. So now he's a faculty. One student started one block, in second year, like briefing, like making summary of judgments in second year. Now he's a judge. He did LLB, LLM also. So this, I'm not talking about like, what you will become, but as a student, you start, and then if you don't, like, for example, you start something your own with, like we have it now, easy to create a platform like website or any social media handle or any other things. If you're like not confident, you can start working with other legal startup initiative. You will get some experience what they are doing as an interns, right? You get some exposure, and by the time you can start something, right, side by side, or after completing that, so maybe as a law student, right, first year may not, I'm not telling, like, don't wait for example, I want to work on, like, create some platform on forensic law or AI technology. So may not be having idea being a first year student, but not necessary. There are platform students, because that this kind of subject will come in, later part of the year curriculum, like maybe in fourth year, fifth year. It's a very hard, like, so for example, energy law, UPS, you might have studied by
Yes.
in UPS. So it's very difficult, right? First, second year, you learn basics, right? But not necessary. You have some basic understanding, right, within your first year, and then with, having partner with, your classmate, create a platform. A very good example, like Law Toppers, Law Seco, they were the students, right? So Law Toppers, started by Tanush. He was in second year. He started this his venture with 8,000 rupees only. Now it's almost, I think, 11 years or 12 years. It has been like, since they started. So I know Law Topper, Law Seco, and other platform. So this is a way, like, as a students, you have, good time to explore things. You have time to fail also. You learn things. I've seen some student fail also. Sir, I'm not working. I stopped that particular idea. Now started what particular idea, or maybe started practicing or working in law firm. No problem, right? But you gain experience, right? It's because static something, because most of the people are affected. The stereotype things are going on. So gain a lot of experience. I suggest not in first year, maybe second year, start work with, even I want to become a judge, no problem.
Hmm.
Judiciary now also, like, they come up with legal hackathon. Like Chief Justice of India, like, Diva Chandrachud, like, he come up with legal hackathon. So invited ideas from people to, for filing of cases, AI technology to resolve issue filing, court case management, right, on that particular issues are there. So they invited idea. So become a judge. So if you have those kind of mindset,
Yes.
if it, like, it's all about entrepreneur mindset. You start something, you are working something, that's required. Otherwise, not like everybody won't become entrepreneur full time, right? Being in job, there is a word called intrapreneurship.
Hmm.
Intrapreneur, I enter entrepreneurship, intrapreneurship. You are working in a particular organization, and You are doing some innovative activities, right, out of box, and we are getting reward for that. So possibilities there wherever you are.
Great, sir. So now coming to my last question. So when you, sir, start a business, there is a lot of steps involved. Idea generation, execution, hiring, and then the final part is like scaling as well. So when it comes like hiring and finding the right people and then scaling the business or the startup is the one of the most difficult part, right? So now how can we solve this problem? How to find the right people and how we can scale this business? So if you can share it from your experience.
For sure. Again, still I'm facing some of the issue like scaling, like because I'm running so many things, not advisable. Like what I have done, right, initiated, because like sometimes people tell put your eggs in one basket. Some saying they put your eggs in different baskets.
Correct.
So because as per their experience, they're telling, right? Nothing wrong and right in business. There is one called strategy, right? A subject of strategic management, right? Taught in business schools.
Huh.
So nothing wrong and right. If I tell you like, do you will you able to sell 1,000 unit? Yes or no? I may be able to sell 5,000 unit also. Like how will I sell it? My strategy, right? So nothing wrong and right in that. So what I have done, like, for example, my experience. So I believe in speed, right? So whatever you thought of start working, like, you search, like, okay, legal startup, and then right now, then it was already there. This happened.
Yes.
Like, for example, I'm thinking too much, and people are there, crores of people on this planet, they are thinking on particular idea, right? Maybe like this happened. I have seen related to some programs or initiative. I was just thinking, and within few days, that pop up in front of me. Oh, I was thinking. Still, even after started this many things and working right now, so still it came. Oh, look at this. I just suggested someone this particular idea, or I was thinking to have this kind of idea. So that way, the speed matters. So like Mark Zuckerberg told once, like uh, fail as early as possible. Learn if you're not breaking things, right? You are not moving fast. So just things implementation really, like get there's a what called first more advantage. You are in markets, people know you. That is the thing. Uh, Again, people are big. Platforms are also there, but again, because of your name, I come up with, for example, getting a domain name. It's very difficult. Also, you just come up with
Correct.
name, and then I'm paying highest for that particular domain, legal startups,
Yes.
because that's thing
Legal startup.
legalstartup.info. So
Correct.
that also also matters in that way. So uh, recently I was part of become chief guest in annual function in one of the school at Ahmedabad. So I come up with an acronym called IVPP, Unit Innovation, V value addition, P is like persistent, and the fourth is a patience. So you have to think, right, innovation, do value addition, persistent, and patience. These are the for the success mantra. I know conveyed to school children, right, in annual function last year, and I have talked this conveyed to uh, other people also wherever I've gone recently. So be fast again. Things are there, like learn as other. What will happen? Somebody is working, so that will feel bad. Oh, somebody started, and then now funding is not a problem. I have seen, like children's facilities are there. I've seen students, one of the student name recent couple of years back pass out, so he got funding around 2 lakh rupees from GNLU, and later on there are different schemes are there from state, so he got funding on 10 lakh rupees from other schemes are from the Gujarat government.
Mm-hmm.
So there's policy called Student Startup Innovation Policy is there. Now Section 8 companies that I have in Gujarat. So that way, possibilities are there, right? Different funding systems are there. But at least, 2, 3 year, some of the law student recently approached me, one of that, I won't name here. Sir, they come with LLP in last August, few months back, doing activities also various. So I need your advice. So I had a meeting with him, and then, sir, how to scale? Me do 3 year, you just start keep working. Don't focus on results. What will come? So 3 saal, right? You just keep working on particular idea. People don't know you, right?
Correct.
Take like for example, what you are telling, like uh, legal startup pro bono. It's popping up in search. It takes some time.
Yes.
So 3 now India, I would say last 5 year good name because of various activities. Same thing, law teachers India within 3 year only. So very little people know people, the better activities because of uniqueness. So that way it takes some time. And then funding are there. You can get like co-founder or people are want to they invest. People will come to know. They will come and they support to in, and then different support systems are also available, right? You need sometime 5 lakh, 10 lakh rupees gradually. In Gujarat, like Gujarat GVFL Fund Limited is there. So they fund not less than 1 crore rupees. So you can imagine for that level, you have to come up with those kind of project. There
Correct.
are like, schemes are there. So I'm talking about it's already there almost depending upon the state, private investors are also there. But you have something to show to that particular people.
Correct. Correct.
People don't know you just come up with ideas, sir, I need funding, I want to scale. It won't happen immediately.
Yes.
Loss Eco, they come up with IPO. You might have seen,
Yes,
read.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right, so
Uh,
not like they come with various activities like strategy more than a decade.
10
So you can
years for them
understand
to
it's
scale. It took 10 years.
yeah. So Locktopus 10-year plus, Law Eco 10-year plus,
Hmm.
Locktopus they come up with Locktopus Law School in
Yes, law
Corona time.
school. Correct.
So those things. So from idea to idea will keep coming Law Eco, I pleaders, right, and then super law. So they're
Super
connect.
law linked with
They
law
initiated.
school. Yes, sir.
They initiated. So
Correct.
that way they come and before, okay, let us start having, platform for this particular idea. Sometimes you having three, four idea on that particular platform, depending upon your objective. And then scaling, right? It takes some time. At least, have established, you learn something. Uh, like people I have seen, they, go into register. So I have registered in companies, I have registered in LLP or this and that. But again, I advise explore things, right? At least 2, 3 years, then you'll get to know okay what kind of legal structure we should go for, and then you'll decide. Sometimes it won't work, so you have to close down. You'll go for second one.
Hmm.
So for experimentation, so don't otherwise legal complications will be there.
Correct, sir. So with this, let's end the session with a one rapid fire round. So I'll ask
Sure,
you
sure.
5 quick questions, okay, to get to know you better. So
Yeah, yeah,
shall we start? Okay.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
So the first question, what do you prefer, book or podcaster?
Uh, podcast,
Podcast. So any
podcast.
recommendation that entrepreneur should see, listen to?
Again, not particular the page or Instagram handles like whatever other handles. I keep rolling. I love to hear like an entrepreneur, the talk, the gist that I love to hear. I then keep in mind. So it really motivates.
Great,
So
sir.
podcasts, brief reels,
Yes, sir. So second question, one legal skill every lawyer should master.
uh, problem solving. It's applicable for all, I would say. Problem like wherever you are as a student or problem solve. Yeah.
Hmm. Application of law, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in other skills also, like
Huh.
problem solving in one line. So whatever they do in law or maybe other area also.
Yeah. So one piece of advice for law students, sir.
Uh, Keep innovating, right? Try to solve problem in the legal field,
Okay.
whether you are doing independently or working somewhere else.
Okay. So is there any lawyer you look up to?
Uh, no one as of now.
Okay. So last question, any
I,
entrepreneur?
ad- I as a judge, let me admire recently, Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, the best judge, I would say, the oratory
Yes, of
skills, and
course.
then they come up with a lot of initiative, not done before.
Correct.
So that really I admire, like great initiative in like last 2, 3 as a become a chief justice also, and that great thought and skill I have seen. So
Yes.
best I look up to like what he has done.
Uh,
The advice other judges also should do this way. Yeah.
correct, sir. So the last question, any entrepreneur do you are you inspired by?
Uh, I keep quoting example, but not aspire. So sometimes like we keep copying, right? Okay, somebody started, and then okay, let's focus on this. Many law student in my presentation also I give the example. There is a slide called startup. Legal startup is lockdown. Many started, right? Same thing. They want to become a live law octopus. But why don't you like have create own identity? My business, okay, I'm focusing on legally law teaching, right? I don't want to focus on, so don't like try to copy, right? So nobody's inspiration for me. Just uh keep learning. So nobody's inspiration. So in nutshell, I would say just I learned a lot of things, skills, how they started, right? And come up with your own.
Yes.
So yeah,
Absolutely. Okay, that's it, sir. It was a great rapid fire round with you. So
yeah,
that's
thank
it.
you.
Here we have come to end of our session. Thank you so much, sir, once again for taking the time out and sharing your journey, valuable insights with us. I'm sure it will be helpful for all these budding entrepreneurs as well. And all those who are watching, thank you so much for watching this. Please like, share, and subscribe. And feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions from us, sir.